And it seems like sometimes it's the simple things like the security guards, for example, that people don't think about, right? So, what is the biggest misconception that organizations have about vulnerability management, and how does that break into the real world?
I believe that the biggest misconception about vulnerabilities is that it is a list problem. You scan, you get a report, you patch what you can afford, which typically the ultras and the highs. But in reality, is a context problem. So the reports are valid, but they do hide the fact that organizations do not have an accurate asset inventory, and they cannot fix everything anyway. So what we try to break the assumption here is to bring some context and to just say, is this particular vulnerability, independent of how it's been classified by the scanner, applicable to me? Can it be exploited? Can it be breached? And if so, will that expose sensitive information? So we start putting context and awareness of how does that apply to me. I do recall, even in very recent organizations, that we still had Log4j. But if you started looking at it, it was in a system that it was not accessible. It was in a system that had no actual data that we cared for. So we shifted our resources to things that truly matter, and to place into that context and conversation the perspective of what exactly is housed in the systems that are shown to be susceptible to a certain vulnerability. So this is what we're trying to think about these days, and that's the key misconception when it comes to vulnerabilities.